And this is Older Gamers, attempting to make a video for the first time in weeks. Last video I made, I explained why I hadn't been making very many videos. It was because my back, with 4 vertebrae with no disc, was causing extreme pain and I just didn't feel like it. Then I had my procedure, which helped, but there's still a lot of pain. And about the time I thought, maybe I can start doing videos, my wife and I both got COVID. So, yeah, I have to admit, I just haven't felt like making a video. And yesterday was 4 weeks to the day when I first started having COVID symptoms. Tomorrow would be 4 weeks to when I really started feeling horrible. Just, 102.5 fever and just feeling horrible. And it's taken, well, at the 3-week point, I thought I was going to have to go see a doctor finally. Because I contacted my doctor and they told me, oh, you'll be okay. The normal thing they tell you to do when you have the flu. And, as a vaccinated person, I wasn't worried about it a whole lot, but I gotta tell you, this strain that's going around right now is bad. And I've also known a lot of people, both in person and here on, or not here on Twitter, but on Twitter or X, which I hate to call it, because it sounds like pornography or something. But I know a lot of people have gotten COVID for the first time, and most of them are saying it's pretty rough.
What is your scanner review?
And for me, it was, and my wife. I think I got COVID a little worse than my wife, but she's also struggling with kidney stones at the same time, which was, I'm sure, not very comfortable. But today I thought, okay, let's give it a try, even though I still have a little bit of a cough and, sometimes I get a dry throat, but I have some cough drops here and a, throat spray, and I'm not going to make this a very long video, but several months ago I told people I was going to get serious about my YouTube channel and try to grow it and just have fun with it. I'm not gonna have 100,000 subscribers or anything like that, but I'm hoping to hey, maybe help some people out with some how-to videos and that kind of thing. So that was my plan. But let's just say that I've heard the expression that if you want to hear God laugh, just tell him what your plan is for the next few months or years or whatever. So during the time when I was not feeling well, I didn't game a whole lot, and then Starfield came out, and I tried to play it. I had the early access. I paid the extra money and got 5 days earlier, and I played a little bit, but to be honest with you, I couldn't play more than just maybe a half hour at a time or whatever, because I just didn't feel like it. But like I say, I am feeling better. My back still hurts. Always will, no matter what. The procedure I had helps. And COVID is finally getting better. I'd say a week ago I really was thinking I might have to go see a doctor. I thought maybe I might have a secondary infection. But I'm feeling a lot better. But still, like I said, occasional cough. And throat gets dry and all that. And it's kind of hard to make videos and talk when you're feeling that way, but for my 212 subscribers or whatever it is, I just felt bad because I haven't made a video. And if you've watched very many of my videos, you'll know that I play a lot of No Man's Sky and Fallout 76, and I definitely am not giving up on any other games. I will still be playing Fallout 76 because it's fun. I enjoy it. But Starfield, I have to admit, has really, really captivated me. It reminds me of when my first open world game, my first Bethesda game was Fallout 3. And I remember going to work and thinking about what I was going to do in Fallout 3 when I got home from work. I worked for a newspaper in the online department for a while, and at that time, and yeah, I really it's all I would think about, and that's kind of the same way with Starfield. I was thinking about, okay, what am I going to do tonight when I start playing? Where am I going to go? What am I going to do? And I kind of picked this little planet here, and so far it's been a nice little planet with not a whole lot of apex predator fauna. So far this has been really just a nice relaxing little walk. But, uh-oh, there we go. Those are usually, windbags are usually kind of not a whole lot of fun. But level 5 shouldn't be too bad, but I found that they don't usually attack you unless you really invade their space. And I'll usually kind of crouch down and sneak up to scan them and all that. As I say that, this guy will probably come after me. But some of the fauna on planets, I mean, whew, man, they just come after you. I'm used to No Man's Sky, where 99.9% of the animals you find are just, hello, how are you? So yes, anyways, kind of lost track there. But I am feeling better, and I do intend to try and grow my YouTube channel. I realize that everybody's making Starfield videos right now, so I'm not really sure what I'll concentrate on, but I'm sure there's little things that people don't understand or can't figure out in, ooh, okay, missed that one, in Starfield, and maybe I can make a few little helpful, this is how you do this or that videos. I think I might have pretty much got this site done. But, you know, for now, until, you know, my throat gets dry or I don't feel like talking anymore, we'll just go ahead and kind of explore this planet a little bit and see what happens. So what I really need to do right now is find another natural location, I think. I think I've gotten this one done. So I'm going to kind of look for those. Well, obviously it's not the direction of my ship. Oop, there's something here we haven't scanned, or, well, haven't finished scanning. Oh, 88%, which at the level I'm at means the next one will be 100%. I'm sure that I'm seeing that changes as you go. I have seen a lot of people kind of complain that, oh, you have to scan so many times. And while true, the higher your level, the quicker you can get things scanned. And there's actually, I found out today, I did not even know you could sell your scan data. You can sell it to the guy at the Eye.
Do you see anything useful?
And I heard another place, but I've seen the little, I can't remember, I think it's in notes. Let's go to my inventory here. I've seen the little things that said, let's see, maybe not. Let's see here. Yeah, so I've seen these where it says survey data. And I thought, oh, those must be, I don't want to sell those because it's part of a quest or something. I really didn't know. And then somebody told me today, and I'm like, oh boy, do I feel stupid. So I sold a bunch of my data today. So in case you didn't know you could, you can. You just got to strike up the right conversation with the guy at the Eye. And I had to go today, and it still wasn't there. That option still wasn't there for me until I asked him about exploration. And then he kind of got into the conversation where he says, oh yeah, and I can use all the help I can get with data and that kind of thing. So, little tip there if you didn't know. And another thing I found out today, because I've actually stolen two ships now. And the one I got first was, okay. But then you have to register it. And then I went ahead and upgraded it a little bit. And you really don't sell them for a lot. But I had a friend tell me on Twitter today that you can actually register your ship from space. You don't even have to go anywhere to do it. I did not know that, and he said it's cheaper. Okay, this guy doesn't like me getting this close, I don't think. So let's, I don't really feel like fighting anybody right now. I want to scan this guy. There we go. So I did not know. Apparently you can do that from space if you go to ship. I haven't even tried it. Let's go to the inventory and let's go to ship. And apparently, I guess from this menu you would have the chance. And this is a ship I got the other night, last night. And I really liked it. It didn't have as much storage space as I had bought one a few nights ago, because I had just all kinds of credits. And I bought the one, I think it's called the Shield Breaker from New Atlantis. And it had a huge cargo bay and all that. And I kind of upgraded the weapons, and I liked it, but I really like the ship. I like the way it looks, and I added some extra cargo bays to it and some extra weapons, and so far it's been pretty good. So those are just a couple little things I just recently found out. Some of you probably already knew that, I'm sure. Uh-oh, these guys are mad. I don't feel like shooting you. Might want to change weapons, huh? Andrea, where are you? Uh-oh. Okay, let's switch weapons. I don't feel like messing with these guys. Ah! And I just died and I hadn't saved, so I'm going to have to do all that again. That wasn't very bright, was it? Well, we'll see. Maybe there was an auto-save. But, it's no big deal. This is a nice little planet. Oh, okay. Let's try boom boom. Oh, these guys are tough. See if we can get away from them. Ah! A little slow there, wasn't I? So anyways, let's see if I can just get away from these guys. I don't feel like fighting with anybody right now. I'll try a different gun too. So anyway, okay, let me just get the heck out of here. Maybe if I run fast enough, they'll give up. These guys seem to be just a little tad aggressive, but let's try this guy if they get close again. So, anyways. So far, like I say, I have really, really enjoyed Starfield. I knew I would probably like it just because it was set in space. And as someone who plays No Man's Sky and Elite Dangerous Odyssey, it's obvious that I like games set in space. But I really wasn't expecting to like it as much as I have. Come on, scan that guy before they get mad at me. There we go. I really was not expecting it to be as consuming as it is. I've really, 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 really enjoyed it. Okay, they're 100% scanned, so I can just kind of ignore them now. I do want to find another natural. There we go. That's what we're kind of looking for. And hopefully I can avoid those little guys. I just don't feel like fighting and shooting anybody right now if I don't have to. But I've really, really enjoyed it. Actually, Starfield is one of the reasons why I got a PC a little over, well, probably about 16 months ago, something like that. Um, I was a PlayStation guy. I used to play games on PC for years, from early on, like Apple IIc Plus type games, very basic games. Um, and then I got, you know, computer with Windows and everything, and I played a lot of games on PC, keyboard and mouse, the original Call of Duty, played on PC. And then my wife and I, we finally got a nice high-def TV. This was quite a while ago. And I told somebody at work that we were thinking about trying to find a Blu-ray player to watch movies. And he says, well, do you like to game? And I'm like, yeah, I like to game. And he recommended a PS3, because you could game and watch Blu-ray movies. So that's what I did, and so I started gaming on the PS3. I want to make it very clear, I have nothing against Xbox. As a matter of fact, I use an Xbox controller on my PC for most games, including this one. I have pretty bad arthritis, so keyboard and mouse is just a tad hard for me sometimes on some games. Especially if there's a lot of things you gotta be doing at once. So, whenever possible, I use a controller. And I found that an Xbox controller was just easier to get working on a PC for me. Okay, this is an interesting location. But, so, the reason why, like I said, the reason why I was using PlayStation was because that's what I had. And it was just kind of natural to go to a PS4 and then PS5. But then I was playing Elite Dangerous on my PlayStation, and then they announced they were not going to put Odyssey onto the PlayStation, onto consoles. So, I really should get a PC. And then the whole Bethesda Xbox thing happened, and all of a sudden, wow, Starfield's not going to be on PlayStation either. So I kind of waited and saved up some money and did what I had to do, and I finally got a PC. A gaming PC, pretty nice one. It's not the best in the world, but it does pretty well. I mean, that's what I'm playing on right now, obviously. So, I just want to make it clear, I'm not a fanboy or anything. I'm sure Xbox is great. I enjoy the controller. And I used to wonder about the whole thing with batteries, but after I got this, I got a little charging kit for batteries and 4 batteries. And I found that works great. The charge up the battery, and it usually lasts longer than if I played the same amount of time on my PlayStation. So, did I just perhaps not find what I needed to find there? Oh no, stone pillars, okay. Uh-oh. I don't want to deal with them. They're kind of ugly, too. But I do want to get over to this natural location over here. So, I bought the PC because there was 2 games I knew I wanted to play, and I've had a ball with Elite Dangerous Odyssey. I got HOTAS and all that, and really fun. But I'm glad I ended up with the PC again. I know sometimes PC gaming can be kind of frustrating because, Windows will mess up and you gotta get Windows working again and everything. I haven't had any problem with that with my PC. And I bought one, probably paid a little more than I should have, but I got one that's easily upgradable. In fact, I have already upgraded the RAM to 32 gigs, and when they finally gave the specs for Starfield, and they said that it said a SSD was required. But basically, I think it will run with the other type of drive, but maybe not quite as well. So I got a 4 gig SSD, and my computer is just easily upgradable. Someday I'll probably have to upgrade the video card, but it's a decent one. But yeah, good. I might get one of those little circles filled in here in a second, huh? So what do we have here? Hive structures. Alrighty then. Uh-oh. Probably gonna have to find another one, huh? So I've rambled on about why I'm doing this and why I'm doing that and why I haven't made videos. And there's 2 out of 3. So I'm just going to play here for a little bit, comment a little bit about things that I find and see and run away from. So it looks like I'm going to have to find another one of the natural locations that have, where are these again? Hive structures? Yeah. Unless over here maybe there's one that, but usually you'll have to go to a second location. Not always, but yeah, I think I'm going to have to on this one. I've not seen anything that hasn't been scanned. So let's go up here and see if I can find another one in the distance. One of the complaints I remember seeing about this Starfield was that you would come to a invisible wall, and oh my god, I reached it in 10 minutes while the guy was boosting and running the whole time. And I have explored pretty darn far away from my ship, and I have yet to run into that. I mean, I'm sure... Uh-oh. I'll let her worry about those guys. But like I said, I have yet to run into that, and I've gone pretty darn far in the same direction. I had landed I tried to land pretty close to the coast on a planet because I wanted to build a beachfront outpost. And I didn't land as close as I thought I did, so I kept going. I could see way off in the distance there was an ocean. And I walked a long way. I don't know how many minutes of walking at this speed, and I didn't run into it. As far as bugs, I've seen a little bit of the normal Bethesda bugs where somebody's not sitting in their chair properly, or I have had an instance where the ground wouldn't load in and you just fell through. And as a matter of fact, it was on that planet where I made that outpost, and I tried several times, and I restarted my computer and went back to an earlier save, and I finally got it to work, and I was able to get to that outpost, and I just picked it up and thought, okay, I'm not going to mess with it. I have played about 115 hours, which I know are rookie numbers at this point for a lot of people. But, like I said, I wasn't playing a whole lot at first because
I shall stand guard while you focus.
Just wasn't feeling good. I have had it crash to the desktop 3 times and in 100 and some hours. And I know some people would really complain about that, but I'm somebody whose first video game was Pong. So to be able to play a game like this and only have it crash 3 times to the desktop in all the 113 or 14 hours or whatever it is now, I'm pretty forgiving. I know some people, whine and complain and, oh my god, how that's just a terrible thing. But I kind of understand that these aren't exactly, natural. These aren't, it's not exactly easy to make a game like this work. want to try and sneak by these guys. Did I say snake or sneak? Sneak by these guys. So that's kind of my little review on the game. I mean, there's a few things. I mean, if there on some planets, if there was a vehicle that you could ride to do what I'm doing right now, yeah, it might be nice. But you got to remember, you would also have to have a vehicle for your companion. And I'm not so sure how well it would work on a planet like this, where it's not like just a smooth, icy rock somewhere. And I'm sure it would be, I'm sure it would be a lot harder to make work, and there would be more bugs and more issues. So I'm okay with walking. A lot of times I'll forget that, like, I'm out here quite a ways from my ship. I kind of forget that you can just go like this, or not like that. You can just go like this and find your ship, and boom, wherever my ship is. Guess it's over here more. Oh, I've gotten pretty far away. But I mean, if I want to, I could fast travel back to my ship if I could find it. Ah, there we go. Yeah, I could fast travel there, and there's been many times where I've started walking back to my ship and I'm loaded. Well, if you're encumbered with stuff, you're not going to be able to fast travel, but you know, you can give it to your companion and get barely under the weight, and then you can fast travel. And half the time I forget you can do that. Not so much lately though, because you know, I finally realized that, you know, walking back after a long trek like this is, you know, just something you don't want to do. I don't always mine a lot of stuff, but aluminum's something you use a lot of, and especially for your outposts. So if I'm on a planet with lots of aluminum, I'll go ahead and mine some, even though resources are very inexpensive. You can go to any outpost that has a trader, or maybe Aquila City or wherever, and you can buy what you need very cheap. So sometimes it's, you know, if I need aluminum, I'll just aluminum or iron or something, which just seems, for what I'm making as far as outposts right now, that's like two of the main ingredients. I think as you get further along, there's different ingredients you're gonna need, but so, you know, I'll just buy them. There we go, ecological consortium. So I filled up one of the little circles there, and I'm not even going to bother going down there because I don't want to deal with the windbags. Let's see, what other... A lot of people complained about the inventory. I really don't have a problem with it. Uh-oh. Oh, gee, see, now that doesn't happen very often. Had a little... I thought it was going to crash on me there. But it was just a big stutter, and I've had very few of those, too. So yes, there could be things they could improve. But all in all, I'm really enjoying Starfield. And I think for the most part, everyone is. I think a lot of the negative comments you get are from PlayStation owners who are mad because they can't play it. So they're just... It's the internet, so people are going to just hate on it because they can't play it. And that's kind of my little 2 bits on what I think of the game. So I've only scanned one fauna. Now flora, I've completed this biome, so I just need one more plant somewhere else in a different kind of area. I know I've scanned about 3 or 4 different animals here, but not enough, except for these guys, which seem to be everywhere. And, yeah, I think that's about all I'm gonna do today. My throat's starting to feel a little dry, and I'm afraid I'm gonna start coughing, and I'm sure you guys don't want to hear that. But I just wanted to let the few people that do subscribe to my channel know that I do intend to keep making videos. I'm just an old guy with a little bit of health issues, And COVID was bad. Don't say COVID is fake. Don't say it's just a cold. I'm sure if you're 20 years old, 30 years old, it's not as bad as what I had. But yeah, when you're 67 years old and you have some underlying issues, it can be pretty bad. At least it was for me. And I was vaccinated. And the way I felt, I'm almost positive that if I had caught it early on, before they knew how to kind of treat it and before the vaccine, I'm pretty sure I would not be here making this video and talking to you. I would be wherever you go when you die, because I'm pretty sure that with my lung issues that I had, because I used to smoke like an idiot, I'm pretty sure that I wouldn't have made it. So, anyways, if you have watched this video and listened to me ramble on and on and on for all this time, I thank you for taking time out of your day to watch one of my videos. And if you have watched one of those who likes to watch my Fallout 76 videos, don't worry, I'll still be making Fallout 76 videos. And I'll be making I haven't made very many No Man's Sky videos, but usually it's, when I do, it's highlighting somebody's base, showcasing somebody's base that they built that's just really good. Now, obviously, oh good, we haven't done these guys. Ooh, good, there's like 3 of them.
Any interesting results?
Obviously, this game, you're not going to be able to go to other people's bases, and ooh, I need 2 more. I think I'll keep playing for just a little while. Maybe I'll find 2 more of these guys. Coral Heart Filter? Anyways, ooh, we're getting close to the ocean. I tried to land near the ocean when I landed here, but obviously I didn't get real close. But let's see if we can find just a few more of those guys, and I have a feeling there's going to be some sea creatures. There usually is, and the nice thing about those is you don't usually have to get as close to scan them, same as the ones that fly. You can scan those from a further distance. So I'm just going to go on a little bit longer here and just see if I can find 2 more of those little creepy things that don't attack you. And as you can see, I'm gone quite a ways from my ship. I wish... No, I don't want to fast travel. I wish it would tell you when you scan just how far away you are. There's probably a way to look, and I just don't know it. Because like I said, I'm still learning things in this game. Oh, there's another one. 1 more. And some of them are just so basic, and you're like, duh, how did I not know that? But there's some things that they don't really tell you. I've found that pretty much in every Bethesda game. You kind of have to play it to figure out how everything works. I know in the Fallout games I've played, there we go, this will work. Fallout games I've played, both 3, New Vegas, and 4, there were several things that you learned along the way, and you're like, okay, how have I played for 200 hours and I didn't know that that was the case? So I'm going to kind of quit right here, and there does seem to be a lot of little windbags here, and this might be a nice little ocean view. Maybe I'll have to think about an outpost here. Let me see if there's any thing that you can farm here, chlorine and water, so nothing you're going to get rich off of. But I might make it just a little outpost here. Outposts in this game, I'm sure as you get to different levels, there's more things that you can build. So, I mean, right now, the outposts I build are just like basic little buildings, nothing fancy. Definitely not like No Man's Sky, where you can really get creative. But I have seen some people who shared their outpost on Twitter or X, and I'm like, wow. One guy said he spent 100 hours or something building his outpost, and I'm like, alrighty then. So far, I'm just not into building as much in this game as I am in No Man's Sky and Fallout 76. But yeah, all in all, I just might end up putting a place down here somewhere along this coast. And what I like about this particular location is I haven't seen any of the one they were called what, windbags? But if you go up here where there might be a little more foliage and not just rocks and sand, that's where you usually will run into the more dangerous creatures. But just for the heck of it, before I quit, let's just walk up here. Oh, here we go. I was just talking about this. Boundary reached. Open the map to explore another region or return to your ship. So let's see what happens when I open the map. Ah, okay, so you can't just go into the next area. You would have to... Okay, so what I'm going to do here is I'm just going to kind of... You cannot go that way. So I'm just going to walk over here. Ah! And there's one of those guys. And well, okay, you know what? He made me mad because he's trespassing. Well, this is not the weapon I wanted to use. Oh shoot, I probably should have saved. Okay, we're going to get it. There we go. Whew! I should save, huh? So I don't, in case I get killed, I don't lose all that. So obviously you will find those guys, but again, I was a little closer to the tree line, so if I build an outpost down here by the ocean, maybe I won't have to deal much with those guys. You can have turrets at your outposts, but on I only have 2 outposts at the moment, and one of them has some... One of them's on Earth, and there's like nothing to worry about there. But the other one's on a planet that has some kind of aggressive creatures, and I found that the turrets, half the time they don't even shoot at them, even though they're standing right next to it. But, so anyways, yes, that was a little bit of an explanation on my thoughts of the game, why I haven't made videos. And again, I said it because I thought I was going to stop. If you have taken time out of your day to watch this video, I really appreciate it. And I ask that you please like the video, subscribe to my channel. I'm not sure exactly what my next video will be. Oh, let's go get these guys. It might be Fallout 76. It might be another Starfield video. Maybe I'll find something that... a how-to thing, something that, oh my goodness, that is so basic. How did I not know that? And I can't be the only one, because a lot of times you're not the only one. So anyways, I thank you for watching this video. Please like the video, subscribe it, share it with your friends. And one last thought. I married Sarah just to see what the process was, even though she kind of irritated me. But then I came across Andrea here, and what I like about her is when she talks, she kind of sounds like, when she says certain words and phrases, she kind of sounds like Kamina Drummer from The Expanse, my favorite character from The Expanse. So I have a feeling I'm going to stick with her, but I'm not going to do the whole romance thing. That's just, I don't need to do that. And to be honest with you, once you married Sarah, she definitely changed and became more demanding. So, I'd rather just have a friend. So anyways, once again, thank you, and I hope you have a great day, and take COVID seriously. Don't get it, because it is a pain.